Interesting. So when they take more damage, they get knocked back further. However, if you're not knocked back too far, you can recover. There are 4 different types of special. Okay, I'll stop. I wonder how well this tutorial does like teach people how to play. Let me also raise the volume just like a teeny bit, just in case. And there we go. I think we're good to start. Oh yeah. Let me just also adjust my headphone audio so I can also hear the game. I would like to do that. But anyways, excuse me. So we are back with the GoBack Pack, our modded Smash Ultimate pack, full of, well, for starters, way too many things. Last time was just a general showcase of, hey, it exists, so let me show you that exists. Now that you know that it for sure exists and that there is a lot going on in here to show off, let's actually get that started and actually start like showing some of this stuff off. And I figured a good start to this would be a couple of themes I had in mind, particularly what I had in mind for today, which is all of the RWBY mods we have. So this isn't really something I've went over too much, but to go over it now, I'm quite a big RWBY fan. I've actually been following the series since Volume 1, and how do I word this? Oh, well, I'm just gonna be blunt about it. I don't like it anymore. Yes, I am one of the people who agrees that the show died with Monty, but aside from that, I've been a big fan of the show during that runtime. And I do admittedly still follow it nowadays, although at this point it's more out of morbid curiosity. I really should have quit at some point, particularly after Volume 5. Even more so after Volume 8. But for some reason I stuck around. Now they crossed over with DC or some shit, and they're losing money. But that's besides the point. The point is that for what it brought us, at least what Monty brought us, I highly appreciate RWBY. And RWBY has been like very impactful on me. So because of that, as part of all of the mods we've been compiling, Jack found someone out there. I don't know who their name is. I wish he was here to credit them. Actually, one sec. Maybe I could at least ask him. He's not going to be in here in chat, but maybe I could still ask him like who did this so I can credit him. But basically, some madman's been out there adding a bunch of RWBY characters to Smash. Actually going through some creative means of making them work in this game. And I should also quickly clarify, I don't mean like making brand new movesets for them as if they were going to be a new character added to Smash, like Sakurai designed them from the ground up. They're just models over pre-existing characters. But the way he went about that, making it work, or she, I don't know who made these. One second, let me ask him. Let me just like ask Jack. Hopefully he knows, so I can give some proper credit here. But whoever did it, some psychopath out there did, because that's what all RWBY fans are. I'm speaking as one. What was I gonna say? Oh, right. These are very creative inclusions of these characters, and since there's so many to go over, and also since I'm just such a big RWBY fan, it's just, with, like I just said, it has quite the impact on my life. And I won't go into what that impact is and what I think of the later volumes. I feel like I want to save that more as like its own like separate content type thing. I would love to make like rants or like retrospectives or some shit like that for RWBY, but that would be its own thing, so I'll just leave it at that. The point is, I'm a huge RWBY fan, so I think one of the first things I want to do is show off these mods because I was very much a fan of these, testing them out and like seeing how the mod creator made these characters in Smash work over the characters that they're over. Maybe one of my only gripes is that there's no stages or music, which tis a shame. I would have liked something if someone modded in, like, say, I don't know, RWBY stage and BlazBlue Cross-Tag Battle. Or maybe even something like more creative and like original that they did themselves, like, I don't know, like a custom stage of Beacon Academy or some shit like that. And there's also no music. I already went over the music we have last time, and none of it is RWBY music. Actually, I don't think so. I never checked other. I'm assuming no, because, you know, it's supposed to be video game focused. Scott Pilgrim vs. the World music is in here? Damn. No More Heroes music is in there. Damn, I should check this category more. Let's see. Shadow Hearts, Time Splitters, Snowboard Kids, GoldenEye 007. I need to play that again one day. Probably on the Nintendo Switch, like, online service, but, like, I'm waiting for them to add Smash 64 to finally, like, settle down and get that. But yeah, point is, no RWBY music in there, so it's only the characters we're going over for today, which I'm fine with, because there's a lot to go with. Ah, shit. Well, Jack doesn't know either, so, I'm sure if you're invested in looking into this, if you want some RWBY mods yourself in your Smash game, if you just also happen to be a RWBY fan like me and also just happen to play Smash Bros. Like me, they shouldn't be that hard to find. They're pretty popular mods as far as I'm aware. So I can't even... Huh. Well, I think I can. Well, there's a number of ways to play the game. Pretty sure it'd be pretty easy to just get the Nintendo Switch online service, or just, you know, just get an easy N64 emulator, but, you know, Nintendo doesn't want me to tell you that. What stage should I start in? What's, like, the most RWBY stage out there? I can't really say offhand. I'd probably say, like... I play it on Xbox? Oh, okay. Oh, well. Enough about James Bond. This is about RWBY, I guess, technically. You know what? This is actually pretty close. At least this part of the stage is. It just needs to be a little more modern. We'll do it outside, though. Oh, wait. Jack found a name. Dakavos. D-A-K-A-V-O-S. So I guess look for that name if you want some RWBY in your Smash Bros. As you can clearly see, yeah, they take quite a bit of priority. They have their own renders. And for the characters that they're on, they have quite a bit of priority to them depending on the character. And by that I mean they take up most of the costumes in this. So when we go to like someone like Pikachu, who has like so many different characters for so many different like mods on each one, you'll notice that it's a bit of a contrast compared to the RWBY characters who take up most of the slots because there's a lot of outfits on these characters. Particularly for Team RWBY, they take up 7 slots. Most of Team Juniper, I believe, takes up 6 slots. Yeah. And then everyone else from there is like 1 or 2 or 3 slots at most. So like Penny's technically 2 because of both her outfits. Sun is only 1 because he only ever had the 1 outfit. Emerald is 2. Cinder is 3. Neo is 2. Depending on how many outfits they had throughout the series. This mod creator, Dakavos, did a very good job at adding a lot of RWBY outfits to Smash, and I think I'm gonna look forward to looking at showing that off the most with Team RWBY. And speaking of that, let's just go straight into that. I'm not sure if I want to keep it pure Ruby and like have my CPU also be it, or just have my CPU be random so I can show off these mods one by one. I think let's just keep it. I think let's just like have it be pure Ruby. So you'll get sneak peeks of them. I'll explain more in depth of them if there's anything more in depth to explain with these mods. Like I'll show with Ruby in a sec. Sorry, I'm losing my words right now. Basically, even though these CPUs are going to be also playing Ruby characters, I'm going to be going over each one like myself as well. So eventually I'll play everyone that we have mods for. I even have a list off to the side of the mods we have and what characters they're over. So hopefully I can keep track of it this way and I don't miss someone, because I would really like to show all these off because I find these cool. But anyways, let's just do this one where we start showing off Ruby. Probably one of the ones I like more, just because I wasn't sure how they would make Dark Pit work. Ruby's over Dark Pit, by the way, as you can clearly see from the name.
Gentlemen and ladies, it's showtime!
And I think my biggest concern when hearing that, when Jack was telling me about that, is how do they make the bow work with Ruby Scythe? Because the way Pit and Dark Pit's weapon works is that it can morph into a number of different ways. It could be like the standard bow. They could be split into two swords, or even when they're connected, one could be, they could be like, how do I describe it? Like either like both blades could be facing the same side, or the two blades can be facing different sides, depending on if he wants it to spin, if he wants to use it like a bow, stuff like that. He can make them split into dual swords for certain attacks, stuff like that. That's what I'm trying to explain. It can morph into different stuff. So I was wondering how they would make that work for Ruby, and honestly, not too bad. So like for example, the rapid jab, which has them split it into dual swords. Do you mind? Like, it works out pretty well, considering it's just Ruby flurrying with the one scythe. Forward air looks good, you know, a scythe spinning makes sense. Same for the neutral air. The down air, which splits them into two swords, also is like perfectly fine. Honestly, back air, maybe it's a little bit weird for a scythe, but you know what? It doesn't look too weird, so yeah, that's whatever, honestly. Okay, that one I'm gonna have to discredit a little bit because, yeah, as you can tell from that animation, it's supposed to be split into two swords, for one for each side, but yeah. We'll just say Ruby Semblance was speed back in like Volume 1. We'll just say like she punched that part of the ground so fast it just like created like a gust of wind or some shit like that. Even though she never does that in the show, but we ignore that. Also, as for other things, particularly the special moves, Uppy doesn't have wings, but cool effect though. It does have rose petals, so it does mimic her semblance a little bit. And like in later volumes, Ruby can basically fly with her semblance anyway, so it's not like this is out of character anyway. Down B. Yeah, there's just nothing to explain there. She just has her own Guardian Orbitars. One second, gotta sneeze. We'll just say, we'll just call these like aura shields. Aura does protect you like canonically in show. It's basically like body armor. We'll just say it's that. She can just like use her aura in a weird way to do this as a treat from Sakurai. And then lastly, her side B. She uses Y. Dude, that's the model for Y. I'm pretty sure that's the model from the show, too. Like, I'm pretty sure that's his Volume 2 model. But yeah, for her side B, she just straight up uses her pet dog's Y. Oh, thank you. Which, like, yeah, this is canonical. Yeah, this is just straight up canon. This Y could definitely, like, do stuff like this. Considering he was basically used as like a fireball in Volume 2, yeah, this could happen. Anyways, to the actual fight. I don't think there's anything else to note with RWBY. And Torchwick I'll talk about later, but he's over Chrom. Excuse me? Oh, I forgot to. Oh, I'm stupid. I forgot her side B. I mean, not side B, neutral B. Hold on. Get away from me. But yeah, as you can clearly see from that, it morphs it into just purely the gun form of her weapon. It even makes the correct sound. The mod creator did a very good job adding sound effects into this. At least for some of them, like RWBY. I don't know if that's there for all the characters. I don't think so. Particularly Yang, unfortunately. But for RWBY, it's there, and I think it's really cool. And also, as you can tell, they're also voiced. Not all of them are, but some of them are. Team RWBY is. I think Juniper is, but I think that's it. I think everyone else isn't voiced. But I guess we'll see from there. Well, you can already clearly see Torchwick is one that isn't voiced, unfortunately, which I call Bull, but more on that when we get to him, when I get to playing him. Get off the stage. Oh. Get out of here. That should kill. There we go. Now I can actually show you the sight. I mean, the sniper. There you go. Now, obviously, she doesn't fire arrows in the show, but, like, just roll with it here. At least they changed the color of the arrow to match her character better, so now it's, like, reddish arrow, which I think is nice. And as you can see, the sight morphed into, like, just more of a pure gun form. Even though she could shoot it with the sight still, like, fully formed and everything, but, like, did he just kill himself? I mean, alrighty then. I guess I did wrap up everything I wanted to say for RWBY. God damn. All right, I guess that's it for RWBY. Like, damn. I don't know how this affects the final smashes either. I'm assuming not at all, but wait, I wonder how that would look for Blake. I'm gonna have to test final smashes after this. Anyways, Weiss and I'll fight Emerald, sure. She fights Emerald in the openings of both volumes 2 and 3, even though these characters have never actually fought. Like, not even in volume 5 when there was like that big brawl in Haven Academy. She was mostly like beefing with RWBY. So like, yeah, even though for some reason these characters fight in not one but 2 different openings, they never actually fought. And now Emerald's a good guy as of volume 8, so I don't think it's ever gonna happen. And also for Weiss, unlike RWBY, where there was a lot of details to talk about, like with how the scythe works versus Pit and Dark Pit's bow, and like different things for the special moves. I don't think there's anything to talk about with Weiss because like there isn't really anything to talk about. They don't work her like actual like dust usage in any way whatsoever. They don't work in her glyphs either. It's just rapier. And that's self-explanatory because it's over Marth, who also uses a rapier. So you're basically just playing a reskinned Marth. Like, I don't think there's, like, any, like, even if, like, up B, there's, like, no, like, symbol or anything. So, like, if I just... Yeah, there's no, like, glyph under one. That's a cool after image, though. I'll give it that. Although I think the after image is still Marth. Yeah, the after image is still Marth, so... They did what they could here. Yeah, there's nothing under her. Side special, down special, nothing else really means anything, because it's just, like, it's just sword stuff. Because the mod creator put it over Marth, which, like... I can't blame them for. I wouldn't demand for them to try and get more creative with Weiss. Considering all they're doing is putting them over pre-existing characters, it'd be very difficult to find a character to beat that more like Weiss and like accurately put it over with like different effects and stuff. So yeah, just Marth, and it's just because it's rapier stuff. Oh my god, am I dead? Nope, you saved me. I had no jump there. If you did nothing, I would have died. Also, Emerald is over Sheik, and it has both her base Volume 2 design and her later Atlas design. But more on that later. Because there's a lot of outfits to go over. But first, I'm just going over the characters themselves. Weiss, though, there isn't really anything to go over. It's just rapier stuff. If you know how Marth works, then congratulations. You know all the effects of Weiss. Which gives me less to talk about, but like, again, can't really blame the mod creator for that. And to be fair, I'm fine with it too, because I like it when Weiss, uses her weapon as a weapon. There was kind of a period where she was using it more like a wand, just to cast dust shit, which, like, I get that that's also part of her character, but she also is, like, a graceful rapier fighter, which was a very cool thing to watch in her White trailer. Oh my god. So, I always like to see more of that, just the way she, like, gracefully moves around and shit like that. Especially in Volume 2, during the train fight scene. Ooh! What are you cooking there? Did CPUs get dumbed down or something? Damn, I could have sworn they were more cracked before. Maybe I'm picking the wrong CPUs, or just like I caught them on a bad day. Because sometimes they're just like weirdly cracked, and also I'm getting a lot of tippers. I teched that! Okay. What if I got the 2-frame? Ow. Ooh! Okay, now they're doing weird stuff, but it doesn't matter.
Is that it?
Yes, Weiss, that is it. I guess there isn't really much to say about Weiss. They didn't really do much for her, but it's still a nice inclusion. But there is quite a bit to talk about with our next character, Blake. But I want to pick a different stage first. Are there any other stages that, like... Now... Not really. Now that I can really think of, it's hard to just, like, look at a stage like, it kind of looks like this thing from RWBY, so... I think I'm just gonna forego that and just play stages. Should have also picked some music, damn. Even if there isn't RWBY music here, which is, like, I will just say right now is, like, some of my favorite music of all time, please check out RWBY's soundtrack at least. There's still a lot of music here that I like. But anyways, Blake. For Blake? Fuck, I guess it'd also be sense to go Torchwick, but I should have done Cinder. I should have done Cinder for RWBY, in hindsight. So I guess I'll just do this here, even though it doesn't make as much sense. Oh well. Or I could have done Sun. That would have been funny.
Gentlemen and ladies, it's
Oh my god.
time!
So there's no way to, like, catch that with how fast it is, but an effect that is changed for the Blake mod is... I draw my controller, damn it. Is that the airship that ZSS drops in on is now changed to be the airships that are used in Beacon Academy in RWBY, so... Let's see if I can look that up, actually. So let's see if I can close the screen really quick and just, like, show you. Let's see if I can find it. Give you some music to listen to in the meantime still. I don't think it's that one. What about the ones that... Okay. Not that one. That one's too big. I'm pretty sure it's this one. No. So just to show you really quick, I'm pretty sure it's this one you see right here. So if I were to... I'm fairly certain it's this ship that Blake drops in on, which is apparently called a bullhead. But I'm not actually too sure about that. So let's get back to the actual game. We'll look more into it later. But the point is that, you know, the effect is changed. Instead of being ZSS's airship, it's now, you know, an airship that was used in RWBY, which I think is cool. And another thing I think is cool is how they made Blake work here with ZSS. So I can see, as you can see, her weapon, Gamble Shroud, is in its gun form right now. Which makes sense because ZSS primarily like holds on to a pistol that can also turn into a whip. And how that works is, well, it's just simply a whip. Like, there was no real way to make this work unless... What I'm thinking is, unless you were to change these whip moves to be Blake's rope. Because another thing about Blake's like character and her fighting style is like that gun she's holding, the bottom of it is attached to a rope that's also like around her arm. And she can throw that around using the gun, using like gunshots to propel the weapon itself, and then using the rope to be able to move it around. She could definitely do shit like this with that, but I could understand why the mod creator didn't do that, because that would take a lot of effort to add in. Like modeling the rope, modeling the weapon to like leave your hand and be the tip of the whip. Like that might be too weird, especially for something like, do you mind, Cinder? Something like side B, which just goes like, okay, Cinder, you're spoiling yourself already. Yeah, this kind of shit's a little bit weird to try and like edit that in, but I think it could be like somewhat possible. It would just take way too much effort. It might still look a bit weird, even though this also looks a bit weird. So they just went with making ZSS's like laser whip look black now, which I think is also nice. Also, the gunshots are black, even though Blake shoots actual bullets. Do you mind? There you go. Black shot. That's nice. Again, even though she shoots actual bullets. And on the topic of other things Blake can do, I kind of wish another thing they went out of their way to maybe like add for a character detail is with the down B. I just accidentally took a picture. Or ignore that. I don't know what the hell I just did. But you know how ZSS's like thing works. It's a flip jump. Then it leaves behind after images. It doesn't do that here. There's no after images. But what it would have been cool if like they edited those after images to kind of look like Blake's semblance, where she leaves a clone behind, something like that. I think that would have been really cool. But again, probably would have taken a lot of work, so they just rolled with it. So, oh well. I'm not the mod creator. Maybe if I'm bitching this much, I'll go make my own Blake mod, even though I have... But, like, I don't know how to do that, so I'm just gonna take what I can get. Cinder I won't talk about right now. We'll get to her later. But I think that's about it to talk about for Blake. Other than that, like, you know, her effects are black now, including the attack streaks, whatever they're called. See, why is this one much more cracked than Emerald? I mean, I guess it makes sense, like, character power-wise within the show, but Doesn't make sense for the game. Oh my god. Woo! Alright, you need to calm down. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else to mention about the other special moves. I think Up B is just, yeah, just more black effects. Sorry to say. Yeah, get out of here with that. Ooh. Oh, how did I mess that up? Oh my god, what? I was hoping for the rolling. But yeah. Might as well just finish the match at this point. Just play the rest of it out because there isn't much else to talk about with Blake's effects. They're neat. A bit more to talk about than with Weiss, but not much else. It seems like RWBY had the most effects put in. Oh, I wish I got the spike hitbox. Oh, that hit. Why'd you let that happen? You keep trying to down B. And thank you for showing that off, because Cinder does have a unique effect to down B, as you can see there, but I'm not going to talk about it until I get to her. And also no additional effects on other special moves as far as I'm aware. Side B makes sense, because that's already just a Cinder thing. I meant to back air there. I messed up. Ooh! Ooh! Although, really quick, I wonder. Very nice. Something I want to check really quick. I wonder if her later designs, because it does have her later Mistral design from Volume 4 and Alice design in Volume 7. I wonder if those take away the bow and just have the cat ears there. I'm pretty sure they do. Let me check really quick. First, let me pick a stage. I'm just going to go with PS2. I don't care. Actually, I do care because of the character we're covering next. But first... Oh, yeah. They take off the bow. Now it's just the cat ears. The rest have the bow, though, because it's volumes 1 through 3. Or I guess just, like, volume 2 at most. There's no outfit here that's, like, specifically volume 3, because they don't change outfits in volume 3. This was their one-time outfit from volume 2, episode 4. Their school uniforms, which I don't think they ever wore in volume 3. Prom outfit, volume 2 thing. Jammies, volume 1 thing. And then their Mistral and Atlas designs from 4 and 7. So nothing from 3 specifically. So I guess just volumes 1 and 2 if you want to get more specific. Which, like, I'm one of the only ones petty enough to get that specific. Anyways, for the next character, I'm just going to go to this stage just because of the character Yang is over, and because, like, I don't know, it just looks like a fitting stage of Yang to me. And maybe if you squint in your eyes, you can be reminded of Amity Coliseum. That's a bit of a stretch, though, but oh well. And for her, I would have put character in mind. If you know, you know, which, like, most people probably don't, because I don't even know how many people watch RWBY, let alone watch me and watch RWBY. But anyways, Yang. I don't think there's anything to talk about with her other than that, for one thing, and I think this is the only one thing we can talk about, really, the effects of Terry's, like, fire stuff, because he is a bit of a fiery character, so, you know, it makes sense that he, Yang was put over here. The fire effects on Terry were all changed to be yellowish. So, first of all, Power Wave, I almost forgot the name of the move, is now changed to be yellow instead of, I believe it was more orangish red before. Burn Knuckle is now yellow when before it was blue. And I'm not sure if there's any other fire changes. Oh no, you spoiled it, Neo! pretty sure Power Geyser was also like more like reddish orange. That's also changed. Same with Buster Wolf, but I would have to hit 100%, which I'll try to do that in a second. Other than that, there isn't really anything to talk about with Yang. Unfortunately, they don't have the sound effect of her firing her gauntlets when you do Power Wave. I think you could have at least done that like you did with RWBY. I feel like it's just like little to no excuse there. You could have at least added the sound effect of when she fires her weapons in the show. Anything else to note? Okay. Something else I just thought of that you probably could have done that you probably haven't done, but I'm going to check in a second, is her eyes. Oh wait, her eyes are closed there. Ignore that. But what I mean is, another thing that's perfect about Yang being over Terry is the way Yang's character works in this show, which is when she takes more damage, she also becomes stronger as a result of that. So it's almost like it's literally Rage and Smash. So if you don't know much about RWBY, but you know about Smash Bros, it's literally just imagine the Rage mechanic from Smash 4 and Ultimate. That's how Yang Semblance works. But a particular thing about Terry is when he hits 100%, he enters Go mode. So a Go icon appears over his character icon, and he gains 2 new special moves from that, those being Power Geyser and Buster Wolf. I think a cool detail would have been when Yang enters that mode, her eyes turn red, because that's what happens when like she's powered up from her semblance, and her hair lights up a little bit. If you couldn't do both of those, at the very least the red eyes. But that's a pretty big thing about Yang's character is when she's like more powered up and like angry, her eyes turn red. That's the thing she can do. When her attacks are stronger and shit like that. I think that would be really cool. But again, I'm not the mod creator. If I'm bitching that much about it, I should just go make my own mod, which I don't know how to do. So just live with it, I guess. Do you mind? Here, I'm going to try to intentionally get to 100%. Also, yeah, the little chibi Torchwick, we'll talk more about that later. We'll get to Neo later. Will you attack me and stop trying to counter? Come on. Almost. What the hell are you doing? What are you doing? Thank you. Oh my god, the ice cream. Okay. Let me just quickly check. I'm pretty sure her eyes aren't red, but yeah, see? It would have been cool if her eyes were red now, just saying. Yeah, you can see Buster Wolf is now yellowy. So is Power Geyser. There you go. Alright, we'll fight now. I have no idea what Neo's cooking over here. I guess the Peach AI isn't that advanced, which I can't blame them for, because you're really going to expect the AI to know how to do, like, float cancel stuff. Most players don't know how to do that. I know I don't. See, it makes sense the CPU can't do it either. I really want to end it with Buster Wolf. Oh, stop beating me, torture. Does this kill? Okay, it doesn't. Ooh. There we go. Lost my voice there for a second. Why is that Peach AI cooking though? Damn. Well, I guess another thing to talk about is obviously there's no Yang doesn't have a hat, so in animations where Terry takes off the hat or throws the hat, like here, yeah, Yang just has nothing. It would have been funny though if, like, just for those animations they'd like spawned a hat into Yang's hand, something like that. It would have been stupid though. She never wears a hat. But I think it would have been funny. So that's it for Team RWBY. I'm obviously going to go back to them to show off the different costumes, but that's for a later thing. Where's the hero stage? Here it is. Because of the next character we're going to be covering, which is Team Juniper. Starting with Jean, of course. As for who he fights, we'll just get stupid with it and have him fight Sun. Wait, no. Sun has stuff that I want to showcase, and I don't want that to be spoiled. Honestly, we'll just have him fight corresponding members of RWBY. I'll just keep it on base outfit for now. Again, I'll show once I show up all the characters. I'll go through like some outfits.
Gentlemen and ladies, it's showtime!
Yeah, Jean is pretty self-explanatory. It's over hero, sword, and shield. Yeah, that just roughly makes sense. I think a cool. Oh, that bothers me a little bit. Oh, that bothers me a little bit. His icon is a little misaligned, like his insignia. I mean. It's not slanted like this with the shield. It's like perfectly aligned. That's not how it is. Oh, that bothers me a little bit. I'm kidding. Except not really. I don't care that much, but like, it's something I did notice. Oh well. But I think another thing to talk about with Jean is the effects on his magic, particularly down B. Was that a good example of it? I don't know. I'll show it off. It's most obvious with Magic Burst. Oh, here it is. There we go. Yeah, not all of... I'm not sure if all of them were. Probably not, just most of them. A lot of Heroes' magic effects from down B were changed to be like more like white and goldish to match Jean, which I think is really cool. I don't think all of them were changed, though, to match Jean, but a lot of them were, and I'll take it. And I think that's all you can really talk about. I don't think the other, like, for example, the other special moves really change anything. Yeah, that's just lightning. Do you mind? Okay, this one's cracked. Snooze. There we go. Yeah, this isn't changed either. Up B isn't changed either. Yep, it's all the same effects. So those aren't changed. Just some of the down B ones are. Yo, can I land, RWBY? Yeah, I'll do accelerate. I don't know what it's actually called, and I don't care enough to learn it. You're dead. I had Psycho. But yeah, it's a good thing I got that done fast, because, yeah, that's all there really is to mention for Jean. Also, I guess another thing is no slimes. Because as far as I'm aware in the show, Jean never talked to slimes. Would have been funny, though. There should be a slime, just for like little funnies, like a small little like slime grim or some shit like that. I don't know. Anyways, on to the next one, which is actually first. Let me pick an appropriate stage. Perfect. I'm doing these based off of the characters they're over, not the characters they are. So yeah, just roll with that here. So next up, even though it would make more logical sense to talk about Pyrrha, I'm doing this in order of their team name. And in the case of Juniper, that's N, which is Nora. And I guess we'll put this with Weiss. Even though these characters have never fought... I don't even think they interacted much.
Gentlemen and ladies, it's showtime!
If at all. I can't name you a specific Nora-Weiss interaction. But yeah, Nora's over Ike, so obviously she primarily uses her hammer. There isn't really much to explain outside of that. It's kind of like Weiss, where it's just character has weapon. That's really just the bulk of it. Like if you see Neutral B, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really change anything. It doesn't even change the effects of the fire. That's something different. Even with other characters, before and after we cover Nora, they at least change the effects of like stuff like fire or lasers and stuff to match the character's color. Nora doesn't even do that. Damn, you could have at least made it pink fire. But there's also no like... showcasing her weapon in just its grenade launcher form. It's just a hammer. Which, like, makes sense for Ike, and I don't really think there's a character it would make sense for this on, so you can have both the hammer and the grenade launcher. Maybe with, like, King Dedede, but that would be, like, very stupid. Considering Nora's a very skinny character. So, oh well. Ow. Okay. I also just wanted to, like, pause real quick and just say, I'm sorry if I'm sounding very negative. Like, I'm always, like, complaining about, like, oh, it didn't include this detail, or, oh, this detail is missing, they didn't change this effect. I'm sorry if I'm being, like, very negative and picky about that, or if I'm coming off as that way. These are very cool mods, and I'm very much enjoying them. I just, as a RWBY fan, can see more that could be done here that I think would be cool. Just because I like it when RWBY gets represented in a good way. Emphasis on a good way. And I think this is a pretty nice way to represent them. So I'm sorry if I'm coming across as, like, mean like that. I'm just thinking about, like, what more could be done to make these mods, like, even more fan servicey to a RWBY fan. But, like, that doesn't matter too much at the end of the day. Just the fact that they're here is pretty nice. And you can play as these characters in Smash, even if more references could be done. I was hoping you dare dodge in. But yeah, I just wanted to quickly clarify that because I know I'm complaining a lot. And admittedly, I'm going to keep doing that, particularly when we get to the characters who aren't voiced.
I win.
But yeah, just wanted to say, very good mods. I'm very much a fan of these, and I'm very fan of Dakavos for putting in the dedication of putting all of these RWBY characters in here so that me and other RWBY fans can enjoy them. I'm just looking at it from there could be more. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I'm just looking at it like I like RWBY being represented, so I look at it in a way of, how do I word this? I mean, I just worded it before, but like now I'm going a bit more stupid than usual. And also next is Pyrrha, so appropriate stage for the character she's over. Where is it? That's Skyloft, not that. Here it is. But yeah, so even though I'm gonna like say stuff that's quite complaining, like, oh, there could have been more details here, or I wish they did more details here, or oh, this detail isn't here. It's more like nitpicky stuff that really I'm just doing because like I like to like think about like RWBY details like that, and I'm gonna be doing the same thing if you ever like watch me go into detail on RWBY's representation in BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle, which I also think is really good and I also really enjoy. But I also think in there could be more, and I just like to think about that kind of stuff. Because RWBY needs good representation, damn it. Like, we're like, dear God. Not even the original creators are doing that for us anymore. Anyways, Pyrrha, who's over Palutena, so... for her... Oh, right, corresponding member, so Blake. I also think these characters have like little to no interaction, if at all. I can't recall any. But anyways, for Pyrrha specifically, there's actually quite a bit of detail to talk about because of the character she's over. And there's actually little complaining I have in terms of Pyrrha's, because it's over Palutena, so one of the immediate questions is the wings. If you somehow don't know already, Palutena has certain smash attacks, which are certain attacks and effects in general, like her up taunt, where she summons wings, like her up taunt, like I said, like her forward smash, like her down smash. So how do? Sorry, something caught my throat. So how is this represented through Pyrrha, who obviously in the show doesn't have wings? That's how. This is actually an extremely cool effect that the mod creator did, which is to make Palutena's wings work with Pyrrha, They actually utilized Pyrrha's semblance into this, which is polarity, basically, magnetism. So they basically created models of like small little metal contraptions similar to the metal that was being flung around in her fight with Cinder in Volume 3. And they just basically had those metal scraps turned into wings that Pyrrha uses. And you can just excuse that under her semblance, which I think is really cool. And is honestly, if it was an effect that wasn't there, it's an effect I would suggest if you wanted to put the effort into it, which he did here, or she did. I don't know who Dakvos is. But this is really cool. So yeah, it's there for up smash, as you can see. It's there for down smash. And Blake, if you get the hell away from me for a second. Up taunt. I don't think there's any other effects that changed. Like, I think side B is still the same. Yeah, that's still the same. Up smash is still the same. Huh. Actually, no, it isn't. It's actually more yellow to match Pyrrha. That's actually really cool. So that's another effect that changed. And obviously, like, the tip glows like more like orangey yellow to match Pyrrha. Red the flip. Yeah, that's all there really is to talk about with Pyrrha. I don't think... Are the shots from Neutral B changed? Yes, they are. Or at least I'm assuming they are. Yeah, they're more like orangey yellow. Oh, I thought you were there, dodge him. Why didn't I try to two frame with? Oh well. But yeah, that's all there really is to talk about with Pyrrha. I think it's really cool though. This is definitely one of the more up there RWBY mods for me. Just because of the effect of the wings alone. That's like a really cool detail. I'm glad like they went out of their way to do. Because I can really appreciate something like that. Palatine a moment. I wish I could do more, but it's better with platforms. Come on. Oh. Also, ignore the teleportation. That's just yeah, obviously, Pyrrha's never done that in the show, but who knows? She might have. Maybe you just didn't pay attention. You never know.
Another victory.
Oh, that is amazing. Although, I guess before we move on to next character, while we're still on the topic of Pyrrha... Hold on, first let me pick an appropriate stage, though. Let me pick, like, because of the character that's next, let's do this stage, sure. Blaze LED 24, what's up? So, a quick detail I want to cover before we move on to the last, like, Team Juniper member. So you notice there's a lot of outfit here. There's a certain pattern here, particularly the Team Juniper members. There's the base Volume 1 outfit, school uniform, prom dress, jammies, Mistral design, Alice design. And other ones like follow this same format like you can see here with Nora. Pyrrha only has 4. And admittedly, when I first saw this, it did take me a bit to understand why. And then it just like seconds later it hit me. I think I won't say though. I'll just say, watch Volume 3. Even though it's a bit of a tricky show to recommend, especially if you're not a fan of like how like cheap looking the early volumes look. I would highly recommend watching volumes 1 through 3 though. Stop after 3 though. You don't need to see anything else. Just spare yourself, please. My recommendation. Tell him I sent you. But yeah, if you want an explanation on that, watch through RWBY's volumes 1 through 3. And now for Ren. I did it in the right order, right? Yeah, I did. Because now the last one's R, which is Ren.
Gentlemen and ladies, it's showtime!
Yeah. I just want to say something really quick, though. Because of the character he's over, which is Falco, he's, like, very fucking short. like, look at that. It's kind of hard to tell because Yang keeps moving, but, like, you can very clearly see. Come on, stand still for, like, literally a frame. There we go, good enough. Look at that. He's so tiny. Even though canonically he's, like, one of the taller characters in the show. And it's just because he's over Falco. That's fucking hilarious. But anyways, in terms of effects that change with them, there's not much to talk about other than green lasers and pink fire. Those are really cool details. So up B, instead of like being like usual fire color, sorry. I'm having soda, so got a little burpy. Oof. So instead of the usual like fire colors of like red and orange, now it's pink to, you know, match Ren, and lasers are now green to match his guns. And I think that's very nice. I don't think any other effects are changed. The rest is just basically Falco. Down B is still down B. There's nothing changed about that. Oh, side B is changed too to also be green, so that's cool. That's about it. Down B isn't changed. Some effects are green, some aren't. But anyways, let's actually... Okay, can you, like, stop? Oh my... I will say that looks a bit weird. Because there are some animations where Falco sticks his hand out a bit more, and I think it looks a bit weird on Ren. I think this one looks okay, actually. Get out of here. Okay. Jump. Damn it. That's fine. And that's also fine. I do have a bit of a Falco. He used to be one of my secondaries at one point. I thought he'd be a decent backup to Richter, so I did have a Falco at one point. Now I don't. I'm pretty settled on Pikachu now. So, but I do know a bit of Falcon because of it. As you can see. I do know stuff like drag down nair, up tilted to reverse back air. And at early percents, I can do like down tilt into drag down forward air. Oh, that worked. But yeah, obviously I don't really use them anymore. Yeah, see, there we go. I want to do it back here there, but that's fine. Oh, come on. How did that back air not hit? I'm dead. I didn't land on the stage. That is tragic. Here, kill it down air. I want a down air spike. I like Falco's down air. It's not busted like it is in Melee, but it's still satisfying to land. Well, I tried. Ooh. Really? Oh. Almost hit her with back air. There we go. If I hit her with back air by accident, that would have killed. Falco's back air is strong.
I am ready for a nap.
There we go. Small Ren, small Ren. Seriously, he's so tiny. I almost wish he was that tiny in the show. That's so funny. let's see here. So now that we covered the two full teams in this, which are Juniper and RWBY, let me think about how to go about covering the rest of these characters. I think there's someone in mind who I want to cover next. And I think I could just get it like done right here and now, which is... Give it a sec. Crow. Wait, where is he? Why are they so separate? But yeah, one that we have is Crow, and he's one with two outfits, and only two outfits, since he only has two designs in the whole show. This being his, like, base design that we've seen since his introduction in Volume 3, and then his minor redesign that he got in Volume 7. And as you can tell by the renders already, a pretty cool detail of these two is that they use different forms of his weapon. Volume... Ignore the drip meter. That's just part. That's a part of a different mod. That's part of Clout. This has nothing to do with Crow, even though he does have drip. But yeah, as you can see there, base outfit uses the sword form of it. Volume 7 redesign uses the scythe form of it. Nothing changes in terms of like hitbox or anything. It's just an effect that looks cool. And I don't think there's anything other effects going on. No, these are still red, or I guess these are blue now. Which I think is because of a different mod. And we're starting to get into mods that are not voiced now. I'm pretty sure only Team RWBY and Team Juniper are voiced. The rest aren't. Maybe I'm wrong about that. But as far as I'm aware, yeah. So the rest of the mods aren't voiced from here. I will say, though, it's kind of bullshit that they aren't. Because from what I'm hearing, it's because the mod creator couldn't find like enough voice lines without like music or something going on, or something like that. Basically, he couldn't get enough like to work with in terms of like audio. To which I say, oh, that's a bit bull, Chief. Crow has literally been an existing character since Volume 3 all the way up until Volume 8, even though he had a voice actor change in Volume 7, but I don't want to talk about that, let alone give my thoughts about that. I'll do it in the future, though, for funnies. Okay, just to get that out there. But, you're really gonna tell me after, like, that's like, what? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8... 6 volumes of existing, you got nothing to work with for him? I don't know, man. You could have definitely gotten some Crow lines here and there. Maybe get some AI working too. I think AI would help a lot of these out a lot. But anyways, also it's like 1 second. It's like really hot in here. 1 second. Whew. Okay. Cranked open the window. Hopefully that helps. Dear God, why is it like just burning in here? My legs are burning. I don't know why. Anyways. Nah. Oh my God. Everything should be good now. Just damn, why is it so hot in here? I know I always like start feeling hot and sweating like when I play fighting games because I'm like just such a sweaty nerd. But like this is a different kind of hot feeling, or just like a bit weirder than usual. But I cranked open the window. That should cool things down a bit. I also have some drinks beside me, so I'm staying hydrated. You get down there. Yeah, there's nothing really else to talk about with. I forgot that was there. I forgot we had that for our Cloud mods. I didn't touch Cloud at all last time. Oh my god. Anyways, I know what stage I know what character I want to do next, so let me pick an appropriate stage, which I think would be. We'll go with this one, sure. I'm a fan of Big Blue. But as for our next character. And also, yeah, just to quickly, like, conclude, there isn't really anything to talk about with Crow. His effects aren't based on his own character. They're based on, like, other mods. Probably this one right here, to be honest. But yeah, it's a bit of a... We're going into, like, lighter RWBY mods now. And speaking of which... That. Did I hear a lighter spark? Honestly, there was a lot to listen to there. I don't know what you heard. I barely registered what I heard. I think just for funnies, I'll fight Torchwick again. Just to reference the end of Volume 1, which is one of my favorite fight scenes. But anyways, for Sun Wukong here, I want you to pay attention to his entrance, because similarly to Blake, the vehicle he enters in is different. So I want you to pay close attention to his entrance. Because I'm not going to be able to pause here.
Gentlemen and ladies, it's showtime!
The Monkey Mobile. Why did you think I was smoking? Anyways, on to talking about the mods. So obviously they couldn't have him. I'm not the type of person who smokes. Let's just end it there. I don't know what you were thinking. I don't know why you would think that, but I don't even know what you heard, because I just heard, like, music. I think that's what I heard. I think you're just stuck on that too much. Let's just move on from that, Chief. So for the Sun Wukong mods, now actually talking about what the heck? Don't know why that showed up there. Anyways, for the Sun mods, as you can see from the vehicle he entered in, it's also changed. Although it isn't a reference to anything in the actual show, like with Blake. It's just the car was the Blue Falcon was changed to now be, what is it called? What would we call that? The Yellow Monkey? I guess so. So now it's the Yellow Monkey. And another effect that's changed that I can immediately show you is... Do you mind? There we go. So normally, as you can see, normally when he does this move, it's in the shape of like a giant, like, fiery falcon, but we can't have that here when we're playing as a monkey, so Dakavos, the mod creator, instead, like, took Diddy Kong's model, made this, like, punching motion, turned it into, like, golden fiery effects, and now this is Sun's neutral B, and I think that's hilarious. I don't think any other effects are changed. Like, not even the rest of the fire is different. Yeah, no, nothing else is different, and Sun is also another character that isn't voiced, which I call bullshit. He was like at what? He was in Volume 1, he was in 2, 3, 4, 5, and then got, like, written out after that. That's besides the point. But you're telling me, like, 5 volumes worth of existing, you got no lines to work with and no, like, way to, like, get the voice? I'm calling a bit of cap on that, especially in today's day and age, but I don't know how old these mods are. I think if you were to update these with, like, some AI voices, that would work. You can definitely get enough to work with Sun. I'm gonna be real with you. But yeah, that's all there is. He's a bit of a tamer mod, so that's all there is to talk about with him. So let's just... No, he brought me down with him! I'm gonna land at least one monkey punch this game. Make this canon. I can understand why this mod maker couldn't, but I wish there was a way to, like, put in Sun's weapons. Like, at the very least, it's staff form. I can understand why you couldn't include the gunchucks, because no one even uses nunchucks in this game, let alone ones that shoot. Did I just kill myself? I did. Alright, I'm getting too greedy with Falcon. I'm goofing, I'm monkeying around too much. Catch this. Oh, I tried. Oh my god, he tried to get me off of that. Wait, I shouldn't have went for downer. I want to kill him. With? Can you not? I try to get a hard read there. I'm gonna have to get a hard read. No! I wasn't even trying. What do you mean? Okay, who do I cover next time? I'm so upset about that. I wasn't even trying to gimp him. I don't know what's going on with these CPUs now. They were like super cracked before. Now some of them are just like going stupid mode. I don't know. But anyways, is that it? No, there's one more character I can cover that isn't a villain. I'll save the villains for last, but there is one more character that isn't a villain, and to pick the appropriate stage. Let me double check though. Can I double check without a weird menu popping up? Okay. Or like any like banner stuff. Okay, let me see here. Okay, there's one more character we haven't covered yet that isn't a villain, and then we'll cover the villains. So to cover the last character, Penny. And we can technically cover both costumes at the same time, because while other characters have costumes separate, like Emerald, Cinder, literally everyone else, and Crow, both the Pennies are right here, because they're being represented by the two forms of, or the two characters, I guess, Pyra and Mithra. I'll start with Mithra, even though I like Penny's older design more. Obviously, you start with Mithra. I don't even know who to fight here, so... Is there another robot in this? You know what? Sure. We'll just say... Here, we'll say this one. We'll just say, like, Penny did some training with this in her own time before she was reintroduced in Volume 7. How about that?
Gentlemen and ladies, it's
But yeah. So as you saw there, well, for starters, obviously the Aegis is now her sword that he uses, but even though she usually uses like 10 of these on strings, she obviously only has the one here because of how the character works. And as you can see, no one represents Rex in this like model overhaul, which is a shame. It would have been nice if someone was Rex, like, I don't know, Ruby, or I don't think they would have made a model for Mr. Polendina, so probably could have just been Ruby. You're making your own canon for this game? I'm making stupid reasons for why the characters are like this in-game. Just for stupid reasons, like why Penny only is using one sword when normally she uses like 10 at once. Just because. I don't know, I feel like it. Someone's got to make sense of these mods. Switching Pyra. What, did you say salutations for Uptaunt? Oh, okay, Penny's voice, but you couldn't voice Crow or Sun? I don't get. Oh, is that all she has? No, you also did it for... You voiced her taunts? Wait, are the taunts voiced for these characters? Hold on, I'm gonna have to go back. Can I just, like... Just get the fuck away from me? She isn't voiced in battle, but she is... Her taunts are voiced. That's really nice. Are the other non-voiced characters like that? I'm gonna have to check after this. I don't think I taunted as them. I like that a lot. I like Penny. Ooh. Hold on, let me finish this match. But yeah, there isn't really anything else to talk about. Some of the effects are now green because Penny. Like green fire for Pyro. One sword, like I mentioned, which that got reflected. God damn. And obviously the sword has changed to be the sword she usually uses, so there you go. Cut that shit out.
I'm combat ready.
Huh, are other characters voiced? I didn't try that. Let me test that really quick before we move on to other characters. I feel like, let me think. Let me test it with Crow really quick. I don't think it's so. Well, let's see. Let's see. No. Do you fucking mind? Nope. Nope, not voiced.
No contest.
So that just seems like to be like a weird, like Penny only detail. I guess it's nice though. Penny has nice lines. I would have liked to hear Crow and Sun, but oh well, I guess. On to the villains though, and I think to start off with that, first of all, there's a Fire Emblem Awakening stage, right? Let me think here. They're like, yeah, here it is. Because of the character we're talking about next, which is the first villain introduced in RWBY, technically. Wait, was he? The first, like, big villain, I guess. Unless you really want to count, like, Junior and Yellow trailer, but, like, do you really? He was, like, the first, like, big bad guy introduced in Volume 1. I don't think there's anyone else here, too. Nope, everyone else is different characters. And it's my boy Torchwood. One of my favorite characters. Probably my second favorite character of RWBY. If it wasn't for Yang. Well, he would be my favorite if it wasn't for Yang. I mean, I don't mean she's my second favorite. Yang, obviously, I'm biased for. Even outside of Pokemon, I continue to be biased for fire characters. If you also couldn't tell by me maining Ken in Street Fighter 6. Or just in Street Fighter in general. I main him in every like Street Fighter game. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. That's a later thing. Who should I make him fight? I guess it makes sense. I guess like either Ruby or Blake would make sense. Maybe Penny to be really funny. I'll just do Ruby. There isn't really anything to go over with him. Character with a sword, so he uses his cane. There's no effect. He's not voiced, which I also call bullshit because he had plenty of voice lines in the first 3 volumes of RWBY. Which were absolutely goated lines, by the way, that should have been included here. But he's not voiced, so that's a bummer. And also, there's no like other effects of his cane, so he can't fire explosives out of the bottom end of it. His handle doesn't shoot out like a hook. So no additional effects. That's unfortunate. But he's here, at least. He's not voiced either, but hey, the sword slashes are changed to match the cane. I guess that's neat. And it's over a character I like to play, so that's also nice. I do really enjoy Crom. I think he's kind of underrated, to be honest. I enjoy playing him more than Roy, just because I don't care for the hilt mechanic. So I like Crom having more consistency while still being very fast and aggressive. I also think his uppy, while making it worse at recovering, makes it a better, like, uppy out of shield tool, because it's so invincible. Ooh! Like this. Like that. Exactly like that. Ow. Bitch. Torchwood doesn't actually say that in the show. That'd be funny, though. Oh my god. Do you mind? Nice. I suck at that two frame. Oh my god, I almost had a baller read there. It's fine. Well, I win. Never mind, I suck. How did I miss that, man? Come on. There we go. I really like Chrom. Very fast. Good mobility. I just like good mobility and fast moves. I like rushdown characters. Even if whoever I main in that particular game isn't one of those. Just because when it comes to mains, I don't pick based on playstyle or like viability and tiers. I pick based on buys, which is why I'm a Richter main in this game, even though he kind of sucks. And I like rushdown characters too. Although I like Richter's playstyle in this, obviously it isn't one that I typically go with. I like Castlevania though, but that's going off topic. What's on topic is our next character, which it would make sense if I picked this stage. Because next, we'll go over Cinder. We're gonna ignore these two outfits. I don't like these versions of Cinder. But this one though, goated. Fuck, it would also make sense for RWBY, but you know what? I'm gonna be funny. I wish I was sorry. Watch Volume 3 to know why I'm not sorry. This is just one big subliminal message to get more people to watch RWBY. It's just like that Family Guy meme, it's just smoke. Are you smoking yet? I'm also not good with Zelda, so we'll figure it out. Although I guess it's time to talk about Cinder and her effects. Obviously, other special moves aren't changed, so Up B is still Furor's Wind. This is unchanged, but that actually matches Cinder, so that's okay. And then this is still... Neighbor's Love, that's what it is. I'll assume RWBY, yes it is. I guess technically... It's a Western anime, 3D animated by Rooster Teeth. You can easily find it on YouTube or on Rooster Teeth's website, or just look it up just anywhere. It's very easy to find. It's very actiony. I find it a lot of fun, especially the music and the characters in the earlier volumes. Don't watch after season 3 though. Just please save yourself that. Just take it from me. But yeah, smoke. I used to watch Rage Quit on Rooster. Honest, same. That's how I got introduced to Rooster Teeth. And then later on, there was like this. I noticed a show called RWBY. I ignored it at first because it wasn't Rage Quit or anything Achievement Hunter related, which was the only reason I was watching Rooster Teeth. And then when I saw episode 2 come out and realized it was an actual like series thing, and not like a random one-time thing that Rooster Teeth does sometimes. This is like an actual like series thing. I decided, interesting. I'll give it a try then. Watched episode 1, loved it, immediately fell in love with RWBY. Watched episode 2, and then from then on, I like immediately became like a big like RWBY lover. Like I would anxiously wait for each episode since Volume 1, which really pissed me off because of Volume 1's length times. But that's a story for another time because we're talking about RWBY and Smash right now, not RWBY in general. But there's a story for you. Yeah, that's how I got into RWBY. I was already kind of a Rooster Teeth fan at that point, but I was only there for like Rage Quit and Achievement Hunter stuff, like when like them playing Minecraft and shit like that. But yeah, that's where you can find RWBY. Quite a few of the volumes should still be on YouTube, even though they stopped like airing them there. I think it was like Volume 7 where they like stopped putting them on YouTube, or was it 6? I don't remember. I think it was 7. Come on, down air into up air. But yeah, seasons 1 through 3 are on there. That's all you need. Maybe the first half of Volume 6, but That would require watching 4 and 5, and I don't recommend that, especially 5. But anyways, enough about like RWBY. Let's talk about Cinder more specifically in this game. So to go over her effects, like there isn't really anything to go over. Like some are changed to be like, more orangish to match her like fiery character, that's all nice and that stuff. None of her special moves changed, aside from down special. Do you... I'm about to make this shit canon if you don't cut that out. There we go. There we go. So for Zelda's down B, Zelda usually summons like a big suit of armor. Cinder doesn't do that now. Instead, what the mod creator did is summon a bunch of swords that resemble swords that Cinder can just create. Cinder's weapons, she just spawns out of thin air. And I guess the mod creator used that liberty to make this her new down special. Unfortunately, there's nothing that uses these swords on Cinder themselves. The Void, yeah, we'll just say the Void summoned these or some shit like that. Unfortunately, Cinder can't use these swords herself or like combine them into a bow like she does in the show. That would have been a good opportunity to put over Pit. Cinder literally does the same thing as Pit, but she's over Zelda. I don't know. Who knows? Probably because the mod creator didn't want 2 characters over Dark Pit. Oh, you meant that. Oh, yeah, ignore that. Just a very free camera. 10 things that Sakura didn't want you to see in Smash. Whee! Okay, I'll stop. But yeah, that's a very nice effect on Cinder. Unfortunately, it's one of the only effects on her, but it's still nice. She's also not voiced. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she isn't voiced like at all. Any voice effects you're hearing are coming from Pyrrha only. Which, like, similarly to other characters like Penny and Crow, that's just cap, man. Cinder has had a speaking role since very technically, the end of Volume 1. She had like 1 line in it though, but it was still there. She was still there though for like a major chunk of Volume 2, 3. We ignore the smoke break in Volume 4. They ignore that. 5, 6, 7, 8. She's had so much speaking throughout this show, you can get Cinder lines. And I literally told this to Jack too, like literally, like come on man, like hire me, I'll get the lines for you. I can get you some Cinder lines to work with. There's definitely stuff you can work with for Cinder. With how much she's spoken and stuff like that. Especially when she gets more vocal later on, but we don't talk about that because I don't like that version of Cinder. But it's still a Cinder voice. Also in this day and age, you can definitely get AI if you give it enough voice to work with, which again, you can definitely do that for Cinder. Can you stop pairing my stuff? God, this CPU is bipolar today. Oh my. What made you think that'd work? Ooh! But yeah, that's Cinder. That's neat. Yeah. When you have a lot of like lines to work with, you can do AI for that kind of stuff. I think how AI works is that you gotta give it like a minute or so of like uninterrupted like talking with like nothing else going on. And if you can give it enough of that voicing to go with, then you can do AI stuff. I think that's how it works. I've never done AI stuff myself, and I'm not going to bother with that for a while now. Maybe one day for funnies, but I don't really care about that stuff. But yeah. Also for the next character, let's just do this stage. Just because we need another Zelda stage for the next character. Which is Emerald, who's over Sheik, right here. Both designs, but like we're going with this one because, yes. As for who she fights. I really wish Mercury was in this. There's no Mercury mod in this, unfortunately. I just wish there was. Who would you put it over, though? Ken? Probably Ken. Yeah, put it over Ken, please. But so, who do I make her fight then? We'll just say Jean to bully him. Why not? But yeah, I don't think there's really any effects going on here. She does have her like dual like mini sight things. I don't know what they're called. I know a lot of the weapon names. I don't know emeralds though. Still distracted by Bully Maguire. Look, we'll cover that one day. Maybe like after this, and probably after I cover the Pokemon mods, I could just go for like I could just start targeting like very, very stupid mods. Like Bully Maguire, like the Family Guy mods I have in this, because I do have a lot of Family Guy characters in this too. Also, like a special victory animation for a few characters, like Bully Maguire, like Little Mac under a certain skin, like Ice Climbers. More on that later, though. So yeah, maybe one of my themes for this, like showing off a lot of mods, is the very stupid ones that I have. I think that'd be funny. I don't know what you guys think. I think it'd be funny though. But back on the topic of Emerald, yeah, she has her dual like mini sight things here. They're really only a stand-in for like Sheik's like fighting style of just like slashing with her hands though, so that's really about it. That's literally it for Emerald. There's no like effect. These don't break off into chains. Not even for her side special. Like you see there, like you can see that the sights are still attached there. They can break off in like in chains in the actual show, but like can't do it here, unfortunate. Nothing with a semblance, because how would you even incorporate that into this game? So yeah, so that's just about it. She's just here as Sheik, and also isn't voiced, which like, whatever at that point. You could definitely probably find enough. Why is it lagging? All right, I think it's good now. I didn't reverse that. And you lost your jump. But you got zoom. I'm going to read the jump in. Oh my god, I did, but I was too late. I was joking when I said I was going to read that, but I actually did it. My only problem, though, is that I was too early. Yeah, there's no effect on Bouncing Fish, none on the side B, none on the needles. It's just Cheek, basically, but looks like Emerald. No! Whew. Oh my god, that almost hit. How did that not hit? Roll in. Oh my god, I had the read, but I was too far away. Air dodge. Oh my god! Oh my god, I'm getting so many reads, but I'm fucking all of them up! Oh my god. Oh! He read me! Come on. Nice. Oh man. I'm just like messing everything up. Here. I got the kill here. There we go. Yeah, no voice lines on the taunts either. Unfortunate. You can definitely get some emerald lines in there. Like, come on, at least have like the line where she says, "I would literally pay you to shut up" when from like the beginning of Volume 2. That would have been fun. Took away his jump. You tech those. Of course you do. Even in like unmodded Smash, level 9 CPUs tech those. Ooh. Okay, you didn't make it back. Awesome. You're dead. Oh! Awesome. I like being able to play Sheik offline, where things are less laggy and more precise. Which is why I'm looking forward to playing this with fans, because Parsec which is the method I'm going to be doing if I ever want to do this with fans in the future. Parsec is a way better method of playing online than Smash Online. Dear God. As for the next character, I guess I'll do... Where is it? Here we go. Either of these stages, but I guess I'll go with this one, because our next character... I was considering doing this after Torchwick, but I decided to do it now instead. Oof, sorry, had a bad burp there, so I muted my mic for you guys. It is Neo. And for her, who would make sense? You know what? Oh, I don't want to show alternate outfits yet, though. I want to go over all the characters first, though. So I'll just have it be normal Cinder. But if you watched Volume 6, that would make sense to you. But, like I said, just if you plan to watch it, just stop after Volume 3. But talking about Neo, character makes sense, you know, mainly because Umbrella, that's about it. But there's other funny things going on with Neo in terms of effects. The hearts on Peach are now changed to sort of be like white and black to match Neo better. This includes side B. I can see there's less pink going on and more like white. Although pink still makes sense for Neo too. So some of that was kept in. Other effects like up air were changed as well to have a more whitish aesthetic. Zelda, can you leave me alone? Jesus Christ. But the main effect that I want to talk about is, well, obviously the up B. It obviously uses her umbrella. Hush. Yeah, you know, this is just self-explanatory. This is probably like the reason they went with Peach for Neo. Just because Neo uses an umbrella to fight. Do you mind? And then for other effects, if Cinder would leave me the fuck alone, god damn. First of all, down B. Yeah. Instead of picking up turnips with various faces on it, she instead picks up ice cream cones, which I'm assuming also have various faces on it. Yep. Yep, various faces. Can I get a Stitch face? Let's try to get a Stitch ice cream face this match. Or the dot eyes, too. The dot eyes would be funny. Dot eyes or Stitch? Okay. But another effect is Toad. So a thing about Peach and Ultimate is that for both Peach and Daisy, they use the Toad for a number of moves. Mainly neutral B counter and grabs. So like grab pummel is Toad, forward throw is Toad, down throw is Toad. I think other ones like up throw, I'm not sure. But anyways, Toad is there for certain moves. Instead of Toad, though, however, for this one, they got a Chibi Roman Torchwick, which I'm pretty sure is his model from the RWBY Chibi show. Doesn't seem like it, though. Looks a bit different. Looks a bit off. So it probably isn't that, but that's what I think of. So yeah, little small bit Chibi Torchwick is now helping. There we go. So there we go. That's about all the effects worth going over. Now we can just go over the fact that I suck with Peach, and I'm not going to do any float cancel stuff, so don't expect me to. Because I don't like using Peach. I don't want to learn how to use Peach. Why would I learn how to do it? Because I don't really have any plans to use Peach. So don't expect like some Udace type stuff of float cancels into Nair, into turnip grab, into like a side B off stage or some shit like that, because I'm not good with Peach. Let's see, forward throw. Ah! Do you mind? Stop! Oh my god, she's just reading all my air dodges, all of my everything. Alright, down throw uses Toad. Forward throw, down throw. Oh my fucking god. Nope, up throw uses me, but Toad appears there for moral support. Grab pummel. Oh my god. Leave me alone! Leave me alone! Back throw. It just uses my butt. Alright, so Toad isn't there. Toad is there for all of them, but he doesn't do all of them. Sometimes he's just there for moral support. Sometimes he just be there. Oh my god. I'm not about to let this be a loss. Also, none of the smash attacks are different. Wait, what? I was wrong. Wait, what? Oh my god, I was wrong! That's a detail I never knew. Oh my god. She does have different effects of smash attacks. So the golf club, which is like just holding it forward, she uses the rapier within her umbrella. Like you can even see the effect of like the handle is out of her. That's cool. So the rapier inside her umbrella is the golf club. The tennis racket is a sign. Bam! Which I'm assuming is supposed to be a reference to the signs she notoriously uses in RWBY Chibi. So then what's... And then this one just uses the umbrella. Just the whole umbrella. All of it. Alright, so whole umbrella, the rapier part of it, that's inside. But she could take it out. And a sign. That's cool. Alright, let me... Oh my god. I'm actually about to lose. No. Ow, 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 ow. Okay. Oh my god, that didn't kill. I'm sorry. I know I wanted to go for the goal of getting a Stitch, but I wasn't about to lose. I couldn't let my one and only loss be with Neo. Let me see here. And just to double check, I'm pretty sure there's only one more character left to cover, and then we can just look at their outfits. Let me see here. Yep, we covered Torchwick. There's Cinder, Emerald, Neo. We covered Crow, we covered Sun, we covered Penny, and then we covered all of Team Juniper and Team RWBY. This leaves us... Let me just double check just to be sure. Aside from like alternate like outfits, we've covered these characters. The character's existence. There, we covered that. Yep, there's only one more character left to cover, which is well, let's pick an appropriate stage for it first. Let me see here. What am I thinking of? Was there a new Metroid stage added in Smash Ultimate? No, there wasn't. Was there one added in Smash 4? I don't know what Metroid stages are here, so let's just go with the melee ones. Let's just go with like Brinstar Depths or something. Because the last character we're covering is Over Ridley, which is this character. It's not like a generic Grim, like a Beowulf or something like that. This is, from what I remember looking up, is called the Hound. Which I believe is like a specialized, like, highly intelligent Grim from RWBY Volume 8. Who can grow wings, actually talk, like, strategically plan and stuff like that, instead of just being, like, malicious. And since one of his objectives was to go after Penny, let's just do that. But yeah. So this is the last one we're covering for today. Well, the last one we need to cover. Next, we'll just go over like outfits and stuff. Man, Ridley against Pyramithra. This was not a fun idea. And making this canon, I made this annoying. Come on. Ah! Also, there's not really anything worth covering in terms of, like, effects. It's like, yeah, he's got wings. The wings look like how they do in Volume 8. That's cool. Is he voiced? Also, I'm getting bodied. Hold on. Roll it. Is he voiced? Are you shitting me? You're gonna give him a voice, but not Penny for the most part, not Crow, not Sun, not Tortwick, not Cinder, not Emerald, but him, this thing, who only had a single volume appearance. Are you shitting? I don't care if it's just like low growls and stuff and nothing beyond that. You couldn't have done something like that for other characters? Oh, okay, I know I'm coming off as like really negative, but like, come on, man. As a RWBY fan, I like to see more. And when I see confusing stuff like that, what the heck? Also, some of Ridley's effects are changed to now be like reddish to match the Grim. Like that's now red. Those are still the same. But like his attack streaks are now like more reddish, stuff like that. That's nice. Oh my god, I'm getting bodied. Hold on. Oh my god. Roll in, yes sir. And gimp them because they were kind of easy to gimp. I would have done more funny things, but I didn't know what to do. That wouldn't also kill me. Oh my god, I get foresighted out of that. Oh my god, this character. Why, Sakurai? Oh my god, this character. No one likes fighting Aegis. Okay. Up you on the way down? Oh, it didn't work. Let me see if I can get a side B. Or a down B. Like a sweet spot down B would be really cool. Oh! Oh my god. Oh. Oh my god! Are you shitting me? Are you parried that? Are you serious? I'm trying so hard to get this. It would be so funny. Come on, let me end it like this. Ah! I'm a fish for it. I don't think I won't throw the match for this. Are you serious? That face when Mithra has more range than Ridley. Oh my god. Oh my god. Did I just throw? Okay, no, I'm good. Oh, come on! I'm about to throw. Oh my god, stop that. Oh well, whatever, just die from that. I couldn't get it, I really tried. Oh well. That's the last dude to showcase the Hound from Volume 8. Interesting inclusion to say the least. Not one that I would have went with. I would have went with more like generic but more well-known Grim, just say. But yeah, that's it in terms of the characters that are here. But now let's go over the outfits. I was just gonna go with PS2. 1 second. Oh, it's a big stretch. Okay, we're good. So going down the list of mods we have available, there's quite a bit to go over. And I'm tempted to even include like multiple mods to showcase these. Yeah, let's do this. Let's do like 4 at a time. So first, different outfits that Team RWBY has. Wrong one. For starters, and excuse me by the way, I needed a second to burp because sody. For Team RWBY, there's a theme here where they take up 7 of the 8 color slots available. Because they have the most outfits to work with here. That being their original like Volume 1 designs from Beacon, their one-off outfits from Volume 2, Episode 4, school uniforms, prom dress, pajamas, jammies as I like to call them, then their minstrel designs at the start of Volume 4, for most of them at least. Yang didn't get hers until like the end of it. And then Atlas designs that they got in like Volume 7, Episode 3. I think for this, let's go over a different one for each of them. So, for RWBY, I will do jammies, because I like her jammies. For Weiss, let's do... I'll do Mistral design, because I do like Weiss's in that. Hate her Atlas design, though. I'm absolutely garbage. For Blake, I will do... I already did jammies. Let's do either school uniform or prom dress. Let's do school uniform. Because for Yang, I want her to be the one-off Volume 2 outfit, because that's literally a peak design that I'm so sad was so underutilized. Okay, you can see a lot of designs going on here. A lot of ways to dress up the character. If you're a RWBY fan, you recognize all of these. If not, hopefully this gives you more reason to watch the show. But yeah, we got the jammies. We got the little heart that looks like Majora's Mask and everything, and the rose petal pants. Volume 4 design pretty, like, yeah, that's just pretty shrimple. It's just, yeah, it's just that. We got the school uniform, which is pretty universal for how... Which is a pretty universal... I've lost all my words. Pretty universal school uniform for the girls at Beacon. Including the fluff under the dress, too. Just so you can't see under it. And then one-off outfit from Volume 2. This is literally like peak Yang design right here. It is so sad this was used for in like what? A little over 1 episode at most. This is such a shame because it's such a good design on Yang. For that, especially like for that episode. I really like Volume 2, Episode 4. I just like Volume 2 in general. But anyways, yeah, I already went over all the effects on these, so yeah, just a battle of different outfits. I'm not going to go over every single outfit on every single character, because that would just take all day and be kind of unnecessary. Like, obviously, you can at least see what they look like in the render. But I just want this to be here, just so we can also have Team RWBY fight. And also, this is sort of related to my thumbnail idea, which I'll have all 4 of them pose for. But I'll do that later in my own time, when the stream is done. Not really. I was doing something cool. No! Ah. But yeah, all Team RWBY's here. This is very nice. I would very much like to do this with friends if I had enough friends that were RWBY mains. There's only like 1 or 2 of them at most. I managed to turn my friend slash editor Jack to a RWBY fan, so you know, that's really nice. He has a big appreciation for the series now, like I do. No. Blake, you saved her? No! Oh my god. Oh wait, that's a cool detail I never noticed. Ruby's scythe goes behind her completely collapsed. Or completely, like, condensed. Whatever the right word is. But basically, how she puts her scythe away in the show like on her back, completely like folded up, is she puts it away here when she's using Zwei. That's really nice. Roll in. Oh. Oh, they're cheering for Dark Pit. Ignore that. Ooh. Ah! No! Oh, so yeah, I'm doing the Dark Pit thing where if you like just like keep swapping around, you can delay when you fire the shot. Something I learned back at Smash 4, I believe, that they kept in this game. So when you're like moving your shot around, it delays the full charge of it. So you can start charging it, hold on to the charge, and then let it rip at a later time than intended. Which I used a lot with Pit back at Smash 4 because he's my secondary in that. Oh my god. Oh, ooh. Oh my god. Don't let Yang Bean go. Also, Blake's already dead. I like it that at least these are voiced. If anyone was to be voiced, at least they got the important characters voiced, even though I consider Torchic to be an important character, but I guess that's besides the point. That's just my personal bias. Because I like Torchic a lot. I think I get the kit, never mind. I wasn't ready for the early crack shoot. Ow. Ow. Let me try to save Yang for last, actually. Ow. Oh, oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, these CPUs, they're so randomly cracked. Do you mind? Please, have mercy. Oh. Oh my god, I'm about to lose it. There. Yang was saved. And immediately dies. Don't care. Oh my god. I almost lost that. I love the charm of early RWBY. I do think those at least are worth watching, even if it's a bit tricky to recommend, because not everyone's willing to tolerate the art style, I guess I would call it that. The early animation looked a bit cheaper. Well, it seemed a bit cheaper. But I would still highly recommend watching it. And now, I'm gonna pick a different stage. Let's go with Kalos, sure, why not? And next we'll do different outfits for each of the Team Juniper members. One moment. Alrighty, sorry about that, I'm back. Just got just a little like random like talking, and also I had to use the bathroom, so it was a pretty good excuse to show off, or at least like remind you of the RWBY break screen, to remind you of like how much I was looking forward to showing off these, considering for every time the stream starts or every time I need to go pee, you see Yang and RWBY. But anyways, let me see here. Next is Team Juniper. And for these ones, they only have 6 instead of 4 because they don't have one-off outfit from the Volume 2. They have the rest of the standard ones though. So their base Volume 1 design, school uniform, prom, jammies, Mistral, Atlas. For Jean though, of course I have to use the prom dress. For Nora, I actually do kind of like her Atlas design, so actually no. Let's go with... I think I showed off all of the like examples. So let's just go with like jammies with the headphones. Actually no, Pyrrha I want to do jammies because I like hers. So Nora, I'll go with prom dress because she hard carried the Volume 2 food fight until RWBY won it. Pyrrha, I'll do jammies, and Pyrrha's the one exception where she only has 4 outfits instead of 6 like all the other Team Juniper members. And that's because of spoiler reasons. But for Pyrrha, I'll do jammies, and then Ren, I'll do Atlas design because I actually like his. There we go, that works. Woo! I really like Pyrrha's jammies, so I had to go with that. Even though I do like Nora with the headphones that Jean yelled at her to put back on. Can I get both Oomph and Psych up while they're distracted? Don't mind me. Oh, I can. Ooh! And that was a crit! But yeah, Psych up is one of those things where the effects change to be more white and goldish. For some reason, not Oomph though. I guess the mod creator didn't want to do that for all of them, which, like, can't say I blame him. There's a lot of moves on Hero. Oh! Oh my god, that lagged the game for a second. Oh my god, Pyrrha counter. Oh my, it didn't hit me though. Oh. Pyrrha's biased, just like in the show. Oh my god. Ooh, okay, I'm still okay. I shouldn't have air dodged to cancel it, but... Do you mind? Oh my god, Pyrrha, please. Do it. Come near me. Oh my god, I had Kamikaze ready. That would have been so funny. Do you think Jean would ever blow himself up? That'd be funny, I think. Oh, no plaque. And maybe he could do a Magic Burst type thing. Or Kaboom like that with his aura. Maybe. I don't know who they're rooting for, but it better be me because I'm still alive. And typically that's a requirement living for a long time. I'm dead. As soon as I say that. Get out of here with that. Get off. Get some magic back. Oh, I wanted to hear the crit sound. Wait, I just realized this is technically Hero Outfit 1, so it should be over the hero from Dragon Quest XI. So I'm assuming the crit sound is from him, or based on that one, which sucks because the one from 8 is my favorite. The one that's on costumes 4 and 8. The dude from Dragon Quest 8, that guy. Yeah, that's Dragon Quest XI. Which, like, alright. Outfit 8 and Outfit 4 hero have the best crit sounds though. I just wanted to know what he would say for that. Oh, that's cool though. He puts away the shield for that. Non-existent slimes. Amazing. Also, like after these, I'll also look at Final Smashes just to see if they're any different. Or like if any of them are changed. I think Blake's will be though. Next to the villain, so let's do like a villainy place. Yeah, this will do. This looks pretty evil. We got scheming going on. So next we'll do 4 villains, not including the Hound. And then from there I'll do like miscellaneous characters that don't fit into a certain team, like Penny, Sun, Cloud, Crow. Yeah. Do my boy. Although, you know what? I guess I could do... They don't have a technical team name, I think. But I think there was, like, a non-canon, like, team name that fans gave to them, which was Team Simmer? CEMR? Oh, wait, Mercury's not here. I can't do that. That's sad. Okay, so in no particular order, let's just do that. We'll just put Neo with him, because, yeah... Then we'll have Cinder here. And then we'll have Emerald here. How about that? The Hound will be separate, just because I don't care about him as much. Even though he's technically a villain. He's not, like, a prominent villain, though. I guess he is, but, like... He's not really, like, he's not, like, doing his thing. He's just being ordered to do things. I don't know how else to put it. Not a man with staying power, basically. He's just like a higher goon. Neo, no! Oh yeah, and none of them are voiced. Which, like, this only makes sense for Neo. Oh, someone hit someone with that. Oh, come on. It would have also been nice if it was like an explosion from like his cane, but again, maybe I'm just asking for too much. I want to hit a B reverse in neutral B, not gonna lie. Ooh. But one that kills. Now I want more. I know I got what I asked for, but now I want more. Oh, I'm bad at timing, though. There's, like, so much going on. Are you serious? That hit? Oh my god, Neo, how could you? I'm literally crying and shaking right now. Neo would never do this. Oh my god, also, to hold up, she has 3 stocks. Someone stop her! Here, let Neo be the one that gets hit by this. You didn't roll. Oh my god. Alright, well, Cinder got the kill. Okay. Oh my god, stop that. So I'm just gonna be the first to die high key. I wouldn't mind that. Oh, that works. Ooh. Ooh! Nah. Oh my god. Here, let Cinder be the one who dies to this. Ooh! Alright, I got what I wanted. No. Roll. Oh. Oh my god, Toad. Ah! It's fine. Well, we almost got this. I can do this without losing a stock. In fact, I'm going to do that. Like this. Ah, I died first, damn it. Ignore that. That's obviously not because of Torch Swing. It's because we have both Raiden and Jetstream Sam over Karam as well. Two forms of Raiden at that. One that's fully masked. But I'll save that for another time. Because lastly, let's do like a miscellaneous place. Let's just do random. Since it's just a random assortment of characters. Let me see if these are the last four too. So yeah, perfect sets of 4. There's being 16 total. So we did Team RWBY, RWBY, Weiss, Blake, Yang. We did Team Juniper, Jean, Nora, Pyrrha, Ren. We did 4 of the villains, Tortwick, Neo, Cinder, Emerald. Which leaves Penny, Sun, Crow, and the Hound. Okay. So let me just pick the one based on which one I like the most, either in terms of like the character they're over or just the character in general, which like I think I'm going to go with that. So in that case then Crow. Then next I would do honestly Sun. I like Sun more than Penny. Maybe that's a hot take, I don't know. Then Penny. Then the Hound, who obviously I don't care about. Even though some of these we don't have to go over or can't really go over, because Crow we already went over with the CPU. This is his alternate outfit that he got in Volume 7. Sun doesn't have one. He never got an outfit change in any way whatsoever. He stuck with this baller white shirt that shows his abs throughout the entirety of his existence. Maybe he'll get a redesign if Volume 10 ever exists, but I don't see that right now. So the rest of these Captain Falcon mods are Blaziken, Mega Blaziken, Cinderace. Penny we already went over, it's just these two. Everyone else is different. So there's just these two forms of Penny, and then obviously nothing else for Ridley, or for the Hound, because it's just him. It's him, the Hound. So yeah, the only one to really go over, there's no one really to go over, but this is just a bonus at this point of the 4-player matches, just because it lines up perfectly with like sets of 4. We got Team RWBY, Team Juniper, 4 of the villains, and then these 4 miscellaneous characters, which the only one who could fit into any sort of category or team is the Hound, which even then, he's not really like a team like member of some kind, even for the villains. He's just like a highly intelligent Grim. So yeah, these are just like the 4 miscellaneous characters. So we got RWBY, Juniper, villains, miscellaneous. I think that's a nice organization. I'm not sure if there's more RWBY mods. I know there's like, he did this in Smash 4 as well, so these characters are also in Smash 4, at least some of them are, like RWBY. Yes, sit your ass down. Ah! I'm trying to keep Ridley down with forward airs. Ah! Yeah, let me get my drip up. Nice. But yeah. Also, like, I feel like I'm kind of cheating because this Nair is just so, like, disjointed now. Now, since Jack modded in Cloud Smash 4 Nair with the bigger hitbox and wider arc. So now it's just more disjointed as fuck. But yeah. I don't know if there's any more RWBY mods that we don't have. I'll ask Jack about it afterwards. I'm pretty sure this is it. And this is a lot to go over as is. I don't think I missed any that we have either. Just these 16. The 4 members of Team RWBY, the 4 members of Team Juniper. 4 of the villains, that being Torchwick, Cinder, Emerald, and Neo. And then these 4 characters, Crow, Sun, Penny, and the Hound. Who knows? Maybe there's other ones hidden in there. Hopefully there's a Mercury one hidden in there somewhere, because I kind of feel cheated out that you're going to have Emerald here, but not Mercury, who's the one that I like significantly more. So who knows? Maybe there's a hidden like Mercury mod somewhere out there that Jack just missed, and it's probably going to be like over Ken or something. I don't know. I'll look into it afterward, but this is probably all of the RWBY mods that are available to you. If not, then these are at least most of them. And this is still a lot to go over today anyway, so I'm happy with this. And we saved Finny for last. Should have stayed dead. Oh wait, that's a spoiler. Oops. Or is it? Maybe nothing ever happened to her. Gaslighting isn't real. Okay, but anyways, let me pull up this list off to the side because, yeah, that's roughly about it. Like, different outfits for them. Going over, like, more of their outfits, like, each one for each character, it would be kind of redundant. Maybe in the future, though, like, when I'm just playing more, like, mods with, like, fans and stuff, I'll do different outfits I didn't show off yet. Or I didn't directly use yet, like RWBY's, like, Atlas design, something like that. But I think that's enough showcasing for now. Just one last thing I want to try, which is their final smashes. I want to see if any of them are different. So let's see. I feel like some of them won't be. I feel like some of them will be, particularly Blake. But let's see. Starting with RWBY. We'll keep that one on random. Actually, you know what? Nah. I have a funnier idea. OMG Cammy, hi! Okay, no, we won't keep it on random. As a matter of fact, I have a funnier idea. Here. One, because I think oh my god, I'm stupid. For the villains, I forgot to show off different outfits, but like, I could have done that one for Neo, that one for Emerald, and then for Cinder I had two options. Oh, I'm so stupid. But you can see them here. But anyways, I'll do this one, because I really don't like what they do with Cinder after Volume 4. So, you know what, let's beat up on that version of Cinder I don't like. But oh well, I didn't show off the outfits. I'll show them off more in the future. But anyways, for starters, RWBY. Okay, now I'm just sad. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Why would you do that to me? Why would you? Why? Okay. I don't want to say anything because I want you to watch this. So I want you to watch their show, and that's like a heavy spoiler if I talk about that. But like, don't pay attention to the screen either. Just go watch the show. I'm so now I'm sad. Why would you do that to me? Take a swig of water for that. Okay, that's very nice though. So no effects were changed. I think it was reddish, but I wasn't paying attention to that. I was paying attention to me being sad now. But anyways, not really an effect change, but like that's a very nice inclusion. Oh, that's nice. It kind of changes to be like more like whitish, bluish type thing. At least I think so. I don't know what Mart's looks like before because I don't really see Mart's Final Smash all too often because I don't really play with Final Smashes, being the sweat that I am. But this is nice. Yeah, that's nice. And isn't one that makes me immediately sad. Alright, but that's nice though. A little bit of an effect change and a nice voice line. At least if there's not going to be that much effect change, it's nice that they include a like nice cinematic voice line, something like that. Let me see Blake's. Let's see. I really am interested in this one because of how ZSX's final smashes were. The ZSS's final ZSS's that sounds weird. Zero Suit Samus's final smash and how that works. I'm assuming it's going to be the airship. Oh my god, it is. Wait, what's the suit? Oh, okay. So it is the airship, which like we can get a better look at that now. Let me look at this. Yeah, it looks like the bullhead. Yeah, it looks like the bullhead that I showed earlier. But Blake isn't sitting on top of the ship like ZSS would be. It's just coming out of the ship itself. So I would say that I would come up with it like a stupid in-canon reason that the ship is just firing the laser itself, which like I feel like that's something ships can do in RWBY. Maybe not those ships specifically, but you never know. But like the effect of the laser was changed to be like blackish, so like it's clearly meant to be coming from Blake. Even the reticle is black and like purplish too to match Blake. But like obviously she never does or can do anything like that in the show, so we'll just say she's a big Dragon Ball Z fan and just simply learned how to do that. There you go. I'm so good at this. I mean, Blake does read a lot, even though it's usually like romance stories, but that's besides the point. What about for Yang's? Oh my god, are the eyes red? It is! Oh my god. The mod creator did make her eyes red. He just hid it from me. Is it? Oh my god. It's here. It's here. Even when you just have the smash ball, it's here. You can see her eyes are red, just like in the show. Oh. You couldn't do that for Go mode though? That doesn't matter. It's here though. They were just hidden from me the entire time. Also, it sounds cool. I'm pretty sure these are voice lines from BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle though. Let me listen to them again. Yeah, I think those are just echoey voice lines from BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle, which, like, fair enough. Easy lines to include. But, damn! It's not that the mod creator didn't include the red eyes, they just didn't include them where I think they would. Damn, that's some detail right there! I love these mods. Oh, the red eyes were there this whole time, I just couldn't see them. I was just too harsh on the mod creator. Let me see Jean's now. Obviously, like I think it's just gonna be heroes, but like it's gonna be funny to see. Yeah, we're just gonna say Jean is now a Dragon Quest protagonist. Oh, let's make a stupid in-canon reason. We'll just say those are like, because these weapons are passed down from like Jean's grandpa or something. And obviously like the Arc family has like a long lineage of like being respectful Grim hunters. So we'll just say these are like past like Arc family members dapping Jean up for this. There. Ignore them looking like Dragon Quest protagonists. There you go. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, there's not much else to expect considering it's like a PNG cutscene type thing, because that's how Sakurai went about a lot of Smash Ultimate Final Smashes. They just made them like separate video cutscenes just because it was easier to like add that in. But because of that, yeah, there's not really much modders can do with it. But Ike's isn't, so what does Nora do? You know what? If there was any line to include with Nora, I'm glad it's that one. I would have also preferred "Let's break their legs," but you know what? Beggars can't be choosers. This is a very nice inclusion to go with.
Off with their heads.
Awesome. No effect changes either because they don't change Ike's blue fire for some reason. Weird thing to ignore, considering they changed the color effects on like pretty much all the other characters, even on ones that aren't voiced like Torchwick. A little weird, but oh well. Would have been nice to be pink fire, but I guess the pink fire was reserved for Ren. Speaking of which. Oh wait, shit, I'm dumb. 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 I forgot the order of things. I keep forgetting that Pyrrha is after Nora and not the other way around. So we need to do Pyrrha. Which like I don't expect anything like to change because I think it'd be a difficult effect to change with Palutena's like black hole into Mega Laser. Pyrrha can't really do that. But I guess we'll see. Ooh. Ooh. You know what? That's probably the best thing you could do. Like, the black hole is now reddish instead of purplish. And the laser is more, like, orange now instead of, like, I think it was blue, because that's what Mega Laser is in Kid Icarus Uprising. Because, like, that's supposed to be a reference to, like, an iconic, like, power combo in Uprising. Okay, that's nice. I can dig that. Decent line too. Nothing that makes me sad like with RWBY. I'm not gonna get over that. How could you like shake me with that? Don't do that to me, man. Now for this one, I don't know what to expect. I'm just hoping at least like Ren is in the ship. I don't know what to expect here.
Get ready. Prepare for battle.
Okay, well, Ren is just like a big Star Fox fan and got them to help him. There you go. It's a bit stupid. It's a bit stupid looking, but at least I got to see Ren in the ship. That's funny. That's all I wanted. Small Ren.
Get ready. Prepare for battle.
Huh. I don't remember when Ren says that in the show. I don't remember, but it's not like I can remember much of Ren's lines anyway. Let's see here. That's both Ruby and Juniper. Let's go over the villains now. I'm assuming there's just nothing going on here. It's not even going to be voiced, but like, you know, I've been a little bit surprised so far, so it doesn't hurt to check. Yeah, that's just basic Chrom Final Smash. Nothing else special about it other than that the strike effects are like updated to like with the cane, but that's just because the cane is there, I think. The background has some different colors. I wonder if that's because of Torchwick, or if that's just like something else entirely. I don't know, but okay, they're just testing something. But yeah, that's there. That's neat. Nothing else to change. Nothing else really changing or noteworthy about it. Neo next. Now this one, I feel like something's going to be different. Wait. Please tell me the border's different. Please tell me it's changed to being like Neo themed or something. Please. Please. That would be so fucking funny. Please, let's see this. Okay. Oh my god, it's changed to ice cream cones. Where's the third one? Honestly, this is probably the best thing you could do with it. Get rid of the Peach like images, because like it doesn't make sense for them to be here anymore. Hey yo, what's this run animation? Neo, you good? What is that dainty ass run animation? But yeah. But the fact that the food that drops, instead of being giant peaches, is ice cream cones, which is like, I don't even think this is a thing in Smash. Like, this isn't really like something they just changed in the game. They had to bring this over themselves, and I respect that a lot. Oh, that's the tennis racket, which means this is the frying pan. Okay, so holding down after charging forward smash is the tennis racket. Okay. So that's Neo. That's very nice. And I accidentally pressed plus again. Damn it. Ignore that. And ignore my friend getting on Monster Hunter World. Let's see here. Alright, next up, I believe, is Cinder. We'll use good Cinder. The one just, when Cinder was a good character. Let's see hers. I'm assuming there's not really anything special going on. Because, like, how do you change the Triforce of Wisdom? Yeah, no. It's just the Triforce of Wisdom. Nothing different going on there. Stupid in-game reason. Cinder stole it. Similarly to how Ganondorf tried to steal the entire Triforce in, like, Ocarina of Time or some shit. But it broke apart and he only got the Triforce of Power. Similarly to that, but she got the Triforce of Wisdom, even though it would make more sense if she got the Triforce of Power. Actually, you know what? How about that? Yeah, we'll call this a Triforce of Power instead. It makes sense, right? Because, it's doing a lot of damage to them. I don't see how Wisdom does that. Power's pretty damaging, though. So we'll just say this is a Triforce of Power and Cinder stole it. Because she likes to steal power. There we go. And there's your stupid in-game reason. Next up, Emerald. I'm also expecting nothing different about this one. Because, like, it's just Sheik doing a bunch of, like, ninja-y strikes, so, like, Emerald is probably just going to do the same thing. Maybe the background's changed to be greenish. Let's see. Nope. Not even the symbol was changed. At the very least, you could have changed the symbol to be the insignia on Emerald's back. See that right there? You could have at least changed it so instead of the Sheikah eye symbol, it was that. That's literally about it, though. That's all you can really do about it. Anything else, there's nothing really else you can do with this because it's just that. Yeah, there's really nothing else you can do with that. So, I wasn't... Okay, I see how it is, you guys getting on Monster Hunter World without me. I'm kidding. Me and all my friends have been playing a lot more Monster Hunter recently. We've all been getting that itch of getting back into Monster Hunter. I'll definitely be joining them in a bit. I've been grinding out a lot of optional quests. And I mean a lot. I've also been, like, messing around a lot with Charge Blade, which has been a lot of fun. But that's Monster Hunter. This is Smash Bros. And speaking of Smash Bros, that's the 4 villains, right? Yeah, I just did Torchwick, Cinder, Neo, Emerald. Not really much to going on there. Next one. I'll do Crow. I don't expect anything else going on here. Actually, I want to see how this looks. Wait, what color is this on? Color 8. So in theory, if I'm correct on my order of things, this should be over an Advent Children color. And if that's the case, then how does the final Smash work? Because when Sephiroth came out, they changed or they updated Cloud's Advent Children ult and changed his final Smash to be like Omni Slash like 5.0 or something to match how it is in Advent Children, where the sword like actually breaks apart into multiple pieces and Cloud like moves around with those instead of just the singular Buster Sword. So if that's the case, then how does that look on Crow? Or did they just not bother with that, and this is just secretly over a normal Cloud color and not Advent Children? Let's see. Version 5. Oh. Okay, so it is an Advent Children color. It is version 5. It's just the effect isn't there, so you just see Crow moving around without his scythe even. Which, like, makes sense. Crow can't break it apart. It wouldn't make sense for him. It just looks weird because, I mean, yeah, just look at this. That looks very cinematic, though, and very cool. But yeah, normally the sword breaks apart into, like, 6 pieces, because that's how the sword is in Advent Children. But, yeah. How does it look normally, then? Wait. Color 2. This should be a normal color, so let me see this. Because I'm pretty sure how it is the first 4 are from 7, and the last 4 are from Advent Children. I'm pretty sure that's how it is. Unless it's like back and forth, which... Okay, it's that. I'm just stupid. It's back and forth, back and forth. I got confused. Yeah, same thing here. It just looks weird. Oh well. It still looks cinematic and cool. It's just Tro's hitting you with nothing, which I guess is also canon because he's a really good puncher. Like, his punches are, like, deadly effective in the show. So I guess this actually makes sense, yeah. Crow's a really good puncher. There you go. Next is Sun, which I'm most curious about because I want to see the monkey mobile. Let's see it. I want to see him commit roadkill. Oh, the monkey mobile! It's so monkey! Yeah, it's just that. It's just that. It's the same thing, but like the car has changed because, you know, they changed the model for it, similarly to Blake. Nothing else was changed about it, not even like the flame wings on it, but like, it's funny. The monkey! Oh wait, I need to start saying that every time I Falcon Punch with Sun. The monkey chain! The monkey's fist! The monkey! And then lastly, I'm pretty sure. Wait, nope, there's also Penny. There's also Penny, which like I'm assuming it's nothing special. There's not even going to be Rex here, but let's see. Yeah. I mean, the effects are changed to green. That's really cool. And then let's switch to other Penny, who's supposed to be Mithra. The Penny's just nodding to nothing. Just assume she's crazy. Yeah, that's kind of neat. It's basically just like the effects are now green because Penny. That's literally about it. And Rex isn't there because Rex doesn't know Penny. I would assume so. I don't think there's ever going to be a crossover with Xenoblade. That'd be fucking weird. Although I'd like it. Being big fan of both RWBY and Xenoblade. That would make sense though, but there you go. Then again, RWBY crossing over with DC also doesn't make sense, but that happened. Now for the Hound. I'm pretty sure that's the last one. Like, yeah, we just did all of Team RWBY. Yeah, RWBY, Weiss, Blake, Yang, we did those. We did Team Juniper. We just did Penny. We just did Sun. We did Crow, both outfits too, just in case. We did Tortwick. We did Neo. We did Cinder, and we did Emerald. So it's just this dude. Let's leave it off with probably a not very like changing Final Smash. I doubt they're gonna change anything. Let's see here. Let's be surprised though. Nope, that's still the same as his ship. You're still flying in the air. Yeah, no, that's still really Final Smash. At most, they probably changed the effects of the laser itself to be more reddish. I think that's the case, like more black and reddish to match the Grim colors. So, you know, that's neat. That's about it. I think it would have been cool, though, if they also changed the Samus airship to be a beacon airship. You know, since you already did that with Blake, might as well do that for this one, too. I can't be too mad at you for not doing it, though. I wouldn't care this much about adding in the Hound. But here you go again. But yeah, there you go. That's roughly about it. That's basically all of the RWBY mods in Smash, at least the ones that we have. I don't think there's any more, and if there is, I'm going to look over that with Jack, and we'll look over those in the future if there is anything we're missing, but I don't think there is, so we're going to call it here. I know this probably wasn't the most like entertaining or enjoyable stream, because a lot of it was just like explanation and like showcasing rather than like crazy stuff happening or something like that. Hey, yo. Nice. And this probably also, and even then, all that explaining isn't appealing if you're not that big of a RWBY fan, which, like, I don't think many are. RWBY is, like, even to this day, a bit of more of a niche show. At least in my eyes it is. Maybe I'm wrong about that. But, yeah. I'm a big RWBY fan, though. I thought it'd be interesting to show these off. And I figured it'd be, like, a decent enough theme to go with. One that will take up just a single stream and just something nice to look over because I'm a big fan. Maybe this will like encourage you to get the mods yourself if you're already a RWBY fan. Or maybe if you're not, maybe any of my explanation or recommendation gets you to watch the show. Stop after Volume 3, by the way. But speaking of stopping things, I think it's good to call it here. So again, I hope you gained some sort of enjoyment out of this. Hopefully you check out the show. The first 3 seasons are very good. Soundtrack is very good even after Volume 3. I would highly recommend the soundtrack. So yeah, hopefully some RWBY fans out there will appreciate this, or this just turned like at least even one person into a RWBY fan. And obviously, like, just because I showcase these mods doesn't mean I'll never use them again. Obviously, like, when I start just dicking around with like fans and stuff, or just like even on my own, just start doing stuff like maybe, I don't know, like Smashdown or Squad Strike, I'll do RWBY stuff with that too. Oh, maybe I could do a squad. Oh, that would have been a cool idea. I could have done a Squad Strike of like maybe a 3v3, like Team RWBY versus Team Juniper, and like sort of reference the Volume 2 food fight, or do a 5v5 and have like each of the 2 teams and then include like an extra bonus character, like, I don't know, like Penny on RWBY's team and then like Sun on Juniper's team, something like that. That would have been cool. I should have done that. I'll do that in the future though. We're wrapping it up here. But yeah, obviously I'm going to showcase more of these in the future, and I'm going to showcase a lot more mods in the future because, as you can tell by the multiple references to Bully Maguire in chat, there's something in there. But there's a lot more in there actually, not just Bully Maguire. But that's going to be for later. For now, that's going to be it for Smash. Hope you look forward to Wednesday because I'm finally getting to the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet epilogue, and then Friday is just going to be something random. But anyways, that's going to be it for now. Thank you for watching.